Live from Michigan Stadium in Ann Arbor, Michigan. For your enjoyment, USC Trojan football is on the air. Hi again, everyone. Pete Arbogast with Sean Cody and Jordan Moore. John Jackson in our KSPN studios in Los Angeles as we get set to open Big Ten play with the Trojans visiting the defending national champion Michigan Wolverines. Michigan comes into the game with a record of 2-1, having beaten Fresno State and Arkansas State and losing only here at home to the current number one ranked team in the country, the Texas Longhorns. The Trojans are 2-0, winning in Las Vegas in exciting fashion over LSU and then blowing out Utah State a couple of weeks ago at the Coliseum. Here come the Wolverines out onto the field, jumping up and hitting the Go Blue M Club support shoe sign, as is the tradition here as they play their fight song, and everyone here in maize and blue clapping along as they await the arrival of their team, and the Trojans will follow them through. Orji, the man behind him is Donovan Edwards, and Edwards gets the call, darts over the left side, gets a quick 5 out to the 30-yard line. Jamil Muhammad will be in on the tackle.
Oh, we can take our time. They don't got to run out. Take your time.
Big, meaty guys. Trojans still making defensive changes, and the referee has to allow that. Big man football here on 4th and 1. Orji into the line, gets the first down, and falls over the pile out to about the 37-yard line. It was not definitely a thing that was going to be successful there for just a moment, but he made it.
SC panicked right there. They didn't have to run out on the field as fast as they did. They could have took this jogged out because they substitute players. That's an error on USC right there. So they should have just sauntered out in the field and ate up some more clock there. They would have never got that play off.
17, motion away for Samaj Morgan. Trips on the right side. Throw, a little bit low, but caught by Morgan, and he'll get out to about the 42. Moss standing on his own 1-yard line, brings McCurry in motion to act as a fullback on the right side. Handoff to Marks, and he goes into the line and gets nothing, maybe loses a half a yard. At 13 from his own end zone, Moss fakes the handoff to Marks, rolls this way, steps up, throws over the middle, incomplete, knocked away by Barry. And the secondary will be called on here almost no doubt with the 3rd and 13 if the Trojans don't pick it up. Michigan's going to have outstanding field position for their second possession. Early first quarter action, no score at Michigan Stadium. Handoff, Marks. He'll barely get out of the end zone to the 1-yard line. Czaplisky about a foot away from the back of the end zone, waiting for the snap from Hank Pepper. Gets the kick away, and it's a beauty. It'll drive Samaj Morgan back, and he drops the ball at the 39-yard line. It's still alive. He picks it up, and the Trojans overcover, and he's got a pretty good return. He's still on his feet. Finally tackled in Trojan territory at the 43-yard line. So far, so good for Michigan. 2nd and about 6, really. Snap back to Moss. The rush is on. Look out. Down he goes. Coming off the right side of the edge and really untouched Josiah Stewart. He leads the team in sacks. He had 2. He's got 3.
Yeah, just beat Elijah Page off the ball, and that one got a great jump on the snap. Just a little club and rip right by Elijah Page right there. He's got to be a little better than that. Give Miller Moss a little time to step up in that pocket.
Michigan with 2 down linemen and 2 widespread defensive ends as Moss drops and throws underneath Lake McCurry. He's not going anywhere. Dropped at the 15, a loss of 1 on the pass play, and so Czaplisky will come back and kick again. Ernest Hausman comes in to make the tackle. 2 and 1, and they just barely got it off, or did they? Swing pass, Donovan Edwards gets a nice block at the 40, dives out to the 45, maybe the 46. He got 9, but that's not 10, and they're stuck at the 46-yard line, and the crowd says go. And bring Mullings in, the bigger back, also the fullback Bredeson, as I mentioned. So a little swing pass there. They were lucky they got that off. The play clock had run out, and they decided they got it between 0 and 1. Last time went forward on a 4th and 1, got it. Motion man Charleston, a receiver. Handoff to Mullings up the middle, and yeah, I think so. Tight end Zach Marshall, strong left. Motion for Charleston, first down at the SC 47. Mullings up the middle, big hole. Gets away, still going, might go. 25-20, 10. Touchdown. Right up the middle. Khalil Mullings with his 3rd touchdown of the year. And Michigan draws first blood. The Wolverines are on the board.
Yeah, just a big hole up the middle in the Trojan defense right there. Mullings not really touched too much. A tough guy for the Trojans. Looked like they were ahead in that drive. Almost an interception. Little swing pass. And then a big run by Mullings there. And Michigan's first on the board.
Not much to that play, really. Just a little handoff up the middle. And right behind the center, Dominic Jadish and the interior lineman. The hole was opened, and when it was, there was no linebacking core or secondary to bring him down, and Khalil Mullings goes the distance. Jonah Monheim calling out blocking assignments on the offensive line. Snap is back, give to Marks. Marks will not make the line to gain, but does get a yard. Still 3rd and 1 from the 34. And the pistol this time for Woody Marks. Need a yard. Need to get to the 35 for a first down. Snap back a little high. Marks has it into the line. Good penetration by Michigan, to say the very least. The Trojan offensive line just not holding up, not pushing at all on those last 2 plays. And the Trojans stuffed short. No gain on the play. 3 and out, and SC will have to kick it back to Michigan.
Yeah, it's been tough sledding right now. So you see that Michigan is not moving at all. Alana Noah, young right guard, and Elijah Page. Tough place to play as a young player here. Got to grow up fast in these kind of situations, because Michigan's defense seems like they're ready to play today, Pete.
Edwards is the one back, figures to get the call, but it'll be Orji who wants to run it himself, strung out along the far sideline, and he'll get the first down because Eric Gentry tripped and stumbled and fell down. Orji brings a man in motion on first down, fakes the handoff to him, runs over a hole that hardly existed, and gets another 10, maybe 13 yards into Trojan territory before Jacoby Covington can drive him out of bounds. A 14-yard pickup.
We don't know how long the offensive line can protect for him, but you got to get the ball to his hands and get those chains moving.
Branch to the near side, joining Robinson. Split wide to the right, Kyle Ford, the former Trojan Bruin, now Trojan again. Backs offset eye, handoff. It's Marks looking for room, but there's nothing there, and he'll get stopped at the line of scrimmage. Motion for McCree. Moss on 3rd and 10. Has some time. Throws incomplete. Intercepted. Neither. Zachariah Branch had a hand on it. So did Michigan. And a couple of players had their hand on it, including Brandon Hillman, who had a chance to dive on the interception. Incomplete it goes. 4th down, and here's Czaplisky, a busy man today.
Yeah, it's a tight window right there. Not a great throw by Miller Moss. A little bit behind Zachariah Branch. Didn't get it out in front. We haven't seen Miller Moss make too bad decisions, but Zeke Berry was all over that one.
Thought he had a little more time. So first down back at the 20-yard line on their own side of the field for Michigan. And it'll be Mullins who will get a nice hole on the right side. So they're mixing it up a little. They're not just going off guard. Little flat pass. That's about it. Mullins stays in. Bredeson, fullback in motion, handoff up the middle. That should get him the first down at the 31. Mullins again. Had some center problems. It'll be Orji on an end around to Moore, and he's got some room now. 35-40. Open field tackle from behind out to the 46-yard line. That's a great spot. He was tackled at the 43, it looked like to me. Watch the review on this. Nice tackle out in the open field there.
That's a good job by Achille Arnold saving that play right there. Looked like Eric Gentry got at the field, didn't know who had the ball, and they're just Michigan's going to pull out all the stops right here with these run packages. They're going to get the ball to everyone they can in the run game, and see who can pop one on. The Trojans just got to be aware of all the run actions they can get and sit in your gap.
Way behind the quarterback, Orji, who's up under center, is Mullins, and now a flea flicker back to Orji, being rushed. He'll get away. He'll run to the 50 and to the Trojan 48-yard line. Bredeson, the fullback in motion. The give again to Mullins, and Mullins will get the first down to the 41-yard line as he gets pushed forward by the Michigan offensive lineman. There, as I mentioned, perhaps, Sean, I might have said the Trojans are being out physical.
Yeah, you're watching the way the Trojans are hitting that puller and the way Michigan has been hitting our pullers. It's a different tale there. Anthony Lucas comes down. We've seen him put some good hit on some guys. There, he kind of didn't want the same kind of hit every time, and that's what the run game does to you. They keep throwing body blows, and eventually you're like, hey, wait a second, I don't like this.
Right now, they don't look like a great football team, Michigan. They look like a really good football team, and they're beating an SC team that's not bad, but not as good as them so far. Motion, handoff Edwards, 35, 30, he's gone. 14-0 Michigan, and the Trojans are in deep trouble. For Zachariah Branch far side, joining Jacoby Lane that way. Kyron Hudson this way. throw out of the backfield. It is caught at the 48-yard line. That's as far as Quentin Joyner will go. His fourth catch brought down by Zeke Berry, the nickelback in coverage. Only 5 minutes to go in the first half. Moss calling for the ball, takes it, fakes, throws. McCree at the 15. Nowhere to go. You know, Michigan, along with their girth up front, pretty speedy on the outside today. They've been okay.
Yeah, they really attack you. Everyone's coming downhill. It feels like it's an onslaught, just keeps coming at you. They've been, this is the national championship team last year, Pete. These are slouches out here.
A lot of guys know how to win.
Yeah, we talked about them maybe with a lot of disrespect this week, but these guys did it all last year, and I'm sure, even though some of those guys aren't here, the guys behind them were chomping at the bit too.
3rd and goal from the 11.5. Woody Marks steps up to the line of scrimmage and calls out some blocking signals. Maybe Robinson back of the end zone here, the big guy. Moss in trouble, got to throw, does, incomplete at the 5. Well, you got a kick here. 5-man Trojan defensive line. Orji will run it himself. He wants to, and he does. Oh, there's a hold on the edge, and he got away with it. And Orji gets across the 40 to the 42-yard line. They were holding on the edge. I was looking right at it. And it'll be a first down, Michigan. Had a bear hug.
Yeah, you gotta get off blocks there. That's the problem. Looked like USC had a chance to stop
right
that
there.
play.
To almost the first set of hash marks. Moss from his own end zone. Sideways pass goes out of bounds. And they're going to say it was forward, but not by much. That was very close to being a safety. Moss waiting in an empty backfield. 4-man rush. Moss throws a wobbler. It'll go out of bounds. It looked like maybe his arm got hit as he let go of that one. 2nd and 10. Stops the clock with 45 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, Josiah Stewart is giving Elijah Page all kinds of trouble there off the left edge. Just gets a pressure in Miller Moss's face. Has no ability to step into that one. And that one just wobbles out of there.
Clock runs now with 32-31. Moss over the head of Woody Marks. And he'll knock it out of bounds, but I think that's just an incomplete pass. Crowd thought, and so did I for a moment, they might rule that a lateral, but no.
Yeah, just a quick snap right there. Elijah Page wasn't even ready for that one. Josiah Stewart just gets the tee off on Miller Moss.
I think what we're saying is Page needs a little help on that side, doesn't he?
Yeah, we're going to have to do something. I think the countermeasures, we're going to need to bring a tight end over there. We're going to need to run it back to Chip because Josiah Stewart right now is winning that battle.
Yeah. One back, Woody Marks. The rush is coming. Moss steps up, dumps it inside. Trojans are going to have to call timeout. Right back to the line of scrimmage to the 40. Moss steps up, gets sacked. They grabbed him around the helmet. No flag thrown. The umpire's standing right there looking at it. And that will end the half. And I'm surprised they didn't throw something there. You cannot grab a player by the helmet and tackle him that way, and I want to see the replay of that. At any rate, the Trojans go meandering up the tunnel across the way, and Michigan will wait their turn and go heading up. And we have come to the end of the first half. He sure did grab a hold of a piece of that helmet, didn't he?
Yeah, he fell awkwardly at the end of that play. He just kind of crunched him at the end, and Miller didn't get up too quick. And he looked like
got him by the face mask and the back of the helmet. Well,
hobbling in.
I thought we got rid of those lousy refs in the Pac-12. What happened? Halftime score. Michigan 14, USC 3. 1st and 10, 45. Fake to Marks. Throw to McCree, and McCree gets upended. Upside down and head over heels by Jair Hill at the 48-yard line. Great coverage there. Branch and Hudson, who already have, up to the far side. Snap back to Moss. Throws, intercepted. Going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, Michigan. And it's that man, Will Johnson, again. He had a huge interception earlier this season. Big Ten all-first-teamer. He's an All-American candidate, and Moss didn't look off his intended receiver. And Will Johnson was eye-to-eye with him and took it the distance the other way. And just like that, the Wolverines are back up by 10 and maybe 11. Right side away from us. Snap is back to Moss. Fakes to Quentin Joyner. In trouble. Gets hit. Gets sacked back at the 6. Mason Graham got him. He's been a handful, but That's not the first time that's been said about Mason Graham in his career.
Yeah, enough time in the pocket it wasn't right back at him, so he had some time there, Miller. Just the clock didn't go off fast enough, and he had to eat that one.
They're on.
Okay.
Maybe you can't tell from your angle.
No, really can't. All right, the kick by Doman. Let's see what Zachariah Branch can do as he waits, catches at the 16, angles over to the side, and he gets hit out of the 20-yard line. That would be a tough 4-yard punt return. Eldridge, strong right. Tight end McCree out earlier in the game. The fake to Marks. Moss winds and throws into traffic. That is knocked away from Zachariah Branch. Joyner and Miller Moss in the backfield. Trojans need another big third down play. The blitz is coming, and Moss unloads, incomplete. 2 Michigan Wolverines coming. Doesn't look like anybody touched him. It was in a full sprint. Moss just got rid of it to avoid the sack and give the Trojans a chance to kick the ball down the field and flip the field a little bit and hope, like Michigan's been hoping, that Michigan will make a mistake and drop the ball.
Yeah, that man Josiah Stewart, who's given the Trojan fits today off the right side, is able to make a play. Another blitz by Martindale. He's smelling blood in the water, so he's setting everything at Miller Moss. This offensive lineman struggling a little bit with trying to pick up the blitz.
It's been mostly passing, and it'll be a handoff to Woody Marks. Right side out to the 40, gets 2.5. Marks. Moss wants to throw shovel pass, and he threw it at the legs of Woody Marks. What that does is stop the clock.
I don't like that.
They tried the shovel because, again, like you said, they're expecting a blitz.
Yeah, that was almost bounced up and intercepted. Miller Moss,
like the other one,
threw a missile. He shoveled a missile to him.
He did fire that.
That is not the play you want right there. No time comes off. Don't have to burn a timeout. I mean, you figure like your guy's gonna. It's a play you can complete, so you won't stop the clock. But just can't.
Shapliski in parentheses there.
You can roll around in it, Pete.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Mullings up the middle. He'll get to the 15. Little after the play. Klein, the tight end, always dangerous to pop out over the middle. You got to keep an eye on that guy. Motion this way for Richardson. Orji will throw. Dumps it underneath to Klein, the tight end. 15. Hit high and down to the 20-yard line. Did not make the first down. Good effort by Klein to try to get that first down. Not quite. No mistakes allowed here for the Wolverines. Motion this way. Handoff Mullings. First down over the middle. You got to tackle him. And they don't. He's gone. To the 40, to the 30, to the 20, and inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line. I thought he was going to go the distance. Hold the phone, everybody. Same as his earlier run of 53 yards, and now Michigan knocking on the door with 2:02, 2:01, and we are at the 2-minute break. And Michigan has a chance to win the game, but they've got to get in the end zone. They can't get a field goal, and they've got it first down at the Trojans' 17-yard line.
2-minute timeout.
How do you do?
Big play by Achille Arnold, saving that touchdown, giving the Trojans a chance here. Everyone's got to calm down and know where it's a big play. Trojans got to stand there. They still got to pass that end zone here. You got to have trust right here in the Trojan defense to stiffen up their neck. They played really well in the second half, and you got to believe in them here.
Into the left side of Orji, who has been good at running around the edge. He's been decent at running up the middle. Motion for Richardson. Hand off to Mullings again. Up the middle he goes. Down inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line, short of a first down. Here's a 3rd and 1 with Mullings the one back. And the give is to Mullings. And he'll get the first down to the 6. Mullings in the backfield behind quarterback Orji with the tight end, or fullback Bredeson to his right side. Handoff. And it's Mullings to the 3-yard line, maybe the 2.5. 2nd and goal, 51 seconds remaining in the game. They're going to run here.
I would see some runs coming at you here.
And his number is 20. He's in the pistol behind Alex Orji. And you got to line up tight, and you got to get him. 3rd and goal from the 2. Handoff Mullings. Up the middle he goes. Trojans push him back down to the 1.5-yard line. 40 seconds left. Clock stops 41. 4th and goal from the 1.5.
I love it. You got to love it.
And here it is. Michigan calls timeout. They still have one if they need it. And the ball game will come down to this play. Everybody up in the box. 4th and goal at the 1.5-yard line in the I formation with Bredeson the fullback and Mullings the tailback. And the handoff to Mullings off the left side. He's in the end zone. It's a touchdown, Michigan, and the Wolverines have the lead with 37 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Off the left side, behind the block of Max Bredeson, the fullback, just enough to get in by about a yard. And with the extra point, the Wolverines should lead 27-24, leaving the Trojans scant time and no times out to try to get down the field to a field goal situation. I remind you, at the end of the first half, Miller Moss was face masked. They should have had a field goal at the end of the first half, and they'd have 27 points right now.
Yeah, great fight by the Trojans right there. Just not enough to keep Mullins out. Good running back.
Extra point. Up and good. 3-point lead for the Wolverines. Stewart has been the thorn in the Trojan side, lined up on the right side. On 1st and 10 from the 25, here comes Stewart. The throw, incomplete. Stewart was untouched. He's darted outside, then came right back inside, and nobody touched him. Here comes the rush. Moss winds and throws it downfield. Kyron Hudson battling for it, but incomplete. Knocked away. There were 2 men there, and Jair Hill is the man to knock it away, and the Trojans down to 2 plays and 17 seconds. Quarter, Trojans trail by 3. If this one doesn't complete somewhere, I don't feel very good about it at all. I don't feel terribly good about it now. Moss steps up in the pocket, throws underneath, complete, incomplete. Well, that's probably good because the clock would have run out. 4th down, 12 seconds left. A Herculean comeback effort. Looks like it'll go for naught, and Michigan will be able to come back and win this football game. Moss, last chance. Throws, sideline. He caught it, but he didn't make the first down. Michigan takes over on downs. The Wolverines have won the football game. What a ball game. 3 long runs given up by the Trojans, and that was about it. A lot of short runs, but the 3 long ones got them. The fact they couldn't score on a 1st and goal from the 10 and a pick 6. Those are the ones that got them.
Yeah, I'm going to remember that missed tackle that went for a
well, they had them wrapped up at least the 45-yard line. Let him get away. That's to his credit.
A tough game. A great Big Ten conference game. Obviously, you want to be on the other side of this, but I thought the Trojans fought their butts off all day. Tough first half. Able to find a way, find it within them to get back in this game. Looked like they had a chance to get this one. A couple plays go their way, they do. Unfortunately, a couple plays went Michigan's way, and looks like they're going to get this one.
Well, the Wolverines celebrating an important win. Anytime you're 1-0 in conference play, that's the way to go. Orji takes a knee, and that's it. Teams will shake hands at the center of the field. Some of the Trojan players heading up the tunnel prematurely. Most of them coming out to the middle to shake hands, but not all. And Michigan wins this one. What a ball game here in Ann Arbor. Final score presented by Wells Fargo, official retail bank of USC Athletics. Michigan 27, USC 24.